Iran isn't afraid of war. They're afraid of losing control. And that's why they're killing their own people in the dark.
16,000 people don't die by law enforcement. They die by panic. They die when a regime realizes the lie is collapsing. And now that regime is threatening the President of the United States. And this is where it gets dangerous. When a government starts shutting off the internet, executing protesters, and daring the US to blink, that's not strength, that's desperation. And desperation makes people reckless, with missiles, nukes, and your future. But here's the part they don't want you focusing on. While Iran is cracking down at home, they're striking targets abroad. Drones, Kurdish bases, neighbors, anyone who challenges their grip. They're not acting like a confident power. They're acting like a cornered one. Pay attention to this next part. Here's what actually happened. Iran shut down the internet for nearly 2 weeks. State media admits over 3,000 dead. Human rights groups say the real number could be 5 times higher. Unarmed civilians, executed, disappeared, silenced. At the same time, President Trump went public. He warned Iran directly, if anything happens to me, there will be consequences. He also confirmed US strikes destroyed Iran's nuclear enrichment capability. 2 months away from a bomb, and stopped. And this changes everything. Because now the regime has a problem they can't spin. They lost a war. They lost their nuclear leverage. And their own people are chanting that the Islamic Republic was a 47-year mistake. That's not protest. That's a rejection of the entire system. Don't miss this. Here's what nobody wants to admit. Iran funds terrorism globally. Hamas, Hezbollah, networks across the Middle East and even into the Americas. That money doesn't come from magic. It comes from control, and that control is slipping. When Venezuela collapsed, Iran lost a financial lifeline. When nuclear sites were destroyed, they lost intimidation power. And when dictators lose fear, the streets wake up. Ask yourself this. Why are some Western leaders still calling this a diplomatic situation when the regime literally celebrates Death to America Day? And here's a real question for you. If this were happening anywhere else, would the world still be talking it out? Trump isn't playing mystery chess. Unpredictability is the strategy. Because dictators don't respond to press releases. They respond to fear of consequences. That's why carriers are moving. That's why bases are being reinforced. And that's why Iran's leadership is running out of places to hide. This is the hinge moment. Dictators only survive if their people believe they're invincible. Iran just lost that illusion. And once that's gone, collapse isn't theoretical, it's inevitable. So here's the question you should be debating, not ignoring. Do you stop a regime before it becomes another nuclear North Korea? Or do you wait until the cost is measured in American lives? Comment below, because pretending this doesn't matter is how history repeats itself.